Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about some WWE content. My channel is primarily like technology, WWE, UFC, that kind of stuff, and then every now and then my opinion about different types of things. This time I did want to talk about WWE and specifically Roman Reigns and LA Knight, John Cena, and also Cody Rhodes. So I want to talk about a few of those fighters, or you could say wrestlers. It's a better term for it. So in the most recent SmackDown event, we had Roman Reigns and LA Knight and John Cena all in the ring. And honestly, it was a great promo. That is my favorite thing about wrestling, is when it comes to promos, selling the fights, creating a story. That is like where wrestling strives and I think does better than many other different fighting or entertainment outlets. I feel like when they're at their best in terms of promoting the fights as well as storyline, I think they're one of the best things to watch. Now, this is really interesting. If you have not seen the clip, look up LA Knight and Roman Reigns, and you get this kind of really interesting storyline. So John Cena obviously is in the ring, Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are, standing there, and it's kind of like the passing of the torch, right? John Cena has had this amazing career. Yes, there have been some things I don't agree with, kind of, the destruction of him with Brock Lesnar, but John Cena ultimately, he is one of the, if not the greatest wrestler of all time, considering, what he's done for the business, the name, all of that kind of thing. And he essentially, in that, Roman Reigns kind of comes out and is like, okay, you're the contender, right? But John Cena's like, nope, there's someone else. LA Knight comes out, and obviously the crowd goes crazy. LA Knight is such a rising star currently in the WWE realm. He's had a long career in terms of wrestling, but he's finally getting the attention that he deserves. And there's always wrestlers that I do think should have gotten more attention, but right now LA Knight is being pushed to kind of be that big name, or at least a contender with Roman Reigns. So LA Knight comes out, does his normal thing, getting the crowd ready. LA Knight, he's pointing around. And you see this interesting thing where John Cena kind of steps to the corner and kind of just, looks and almost is kind of representing the eyes of the people who are watching, right? He's almost looking and seeing it from a different perspective. And I thought that was a really creative thing that the WWE did, was having John Cena pass the microphone, passing the torch to LA Knight, is almost like, you are someone new here. I've had my time and now it's your time. And I thought that was a really special moment. I don't know if a lot of people picked up on that, but it was very intentional. I thought it was great. So John Cena, he's in the corner, and what I think and what makes the storyline very well is that LA Knight is obviously a rising star, and you have Roman Reigns, who has been the champion for well over like 1,000 days, right? So this has been like a very long time that he's kept the belt, right? And I think what was very interesting during their conversation was LA Knight essentially saying, people love me. I'm the biggest rising star, and I deserve, a shot at that title, like at the belt. I deserve that, right? And, people know me. And obviously Roman Reigns does this whole thing saying, acknowledge me. We have Paul Heyman, who's just always, right in the back. But I thought it's going to be a really interesting storyline, because this kind of sets up a lot of things to come, right? Like, where's LA Knight going to go up to this, right? What pay-per-view will they be fighting? Will LA Knight ever be champion? But the person that I do think is kind of in the shadows, someone that I think would be a better contender for the championship, is Cody Rhodes. Now, there was a moment where Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns locked eyes together, and it seemed very much like there's been, unsettled business, right? There's kind of that question of, okay, Cody Rhodes needs to go up against Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes defeated Brock Lesnar, so it's kind of like they had that kind of clash, and it was a great moment to see. Now, what my thoughts are is, I think Cody Rhodes stands in the way of LA Knight. I think Cody Rhodes is essentially one of those bigger names. I feel like he is right now my favorite wrestler, I would say, that's currently on the roster right now. And I do think that there will be a time where LA Knight and Cody Rhodes go at it to try to go and fight Roman Reigns. Now, the way that I think this is going to happen is obviously Paul Heyman, the devil's advocate, right? Always putting words into people's heads. I really think that rather than trying to go after Roman Reigns, I think Paul Heyman is going to tell LA Knight, and make this kind of storyline of like, you two need to fight each other before you can get to Roman Reigns. Like, that's going to be the story. And I think that's going to be really interesting. Now, in terms of what I think, as Vince McMahon once said, is what's best for business. What do I think is best for business? I mean, as much as I don't like having Roman Reigns be champion, I do think that he does need to have the belt for longer. The reason why is you build up that momentum, you build up that questioning of, is he ever going to be dethroned, right? That was like what happened with Brock Lesnar. Everyone wanted to know, when was Brock Lesnar going to lose? And right now, Roman Reigns is kind of the top, he's the top dog, right? That's, people look at him as the top currently right now. And I think you need to let this wait, you need to let this build. And once you do that, then you can set yourself up for maybe either a different champion or a story to be told. And I think it's just going to be something that's going to be really, really interesting. Now, I do like that we currently have these conversations right now in the WWE, because I feel like for a while there have not been wrestlers that I feel like have had a great storyline or kind of, being pushed to become much bigger. And I like that people like John Cena are kind of passing the torch and helping out this newer generation of these wrestlers as well. So it's great to see. Now, the other topic I did want to talk about in this video, if you're still watching, is CM Punk. We obviously heard CM Punk left AEW. I did mention before in a previous video that I thought CM Punk would possibly go to the WWE. I thought that would be, a thing. There was news that there was a consideration of having him go. However, that fell through. What do I think is going to happen for him later on? I mean, I don't know. I would love to see him back in WWE. I think that would be an amazing thing to see him back. However, I don't know what's really going on with him, but currently right now I do like the storyline with LA Knight and Cody Rhodes and, Roman Reigns. Now, there are rumors that The Rock will be coming soon. I don't know if that will happen, but that would be a really interesting thing to see. So, again, I think it's a pretty interesting time to be a fan of the WWE. Do I think you should pay to watch every match? No. However, I do think it is really nice that YouTube and the WWE posts a lot of the, the fights and just moments on the YouTube page. So that's really cool. So anyways, let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of kind of my thoughts about it? What are your thoughts about the WWE or kind of the storyline that's going on right now? Who's your favorite wrestler, right? I want to hear those type of things down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.